And welcome back, family, to Marriage or Hell Nah. Fellas, on this Sunday, I got an unbelievable video that I got to be able to share here with the family. Now, before we do that, let me just say shout out to everybody who subscribed to the channel, like the videos, share the videos, but most importantly, comment below, because I just want to make sure that you guys are not doing the type of foolishness that we're about to see in this video. And if you want to follow me on the other social media platforms that I have, the link is down there in the description box. Shout out to all my people on IG. I do recognize that there's a problem because you know they don't want your boy's message to get out, but they are fixing it. Now, with that said, family, what we are going to be talking about today is, yes, these types of guys that put up with this foolishness. Now, here's the situation, fellas. Imagine you purchasing a high-end vehicle. You go all in on it and you pay in cash. But then you come to find out that those miles on that vehicle are damn near about to touch 1 million. Without further ado, let's get into the video, fellas.
And so how did that start? Like, was that something that he had always fantasized about? You had always fantasized
So
about?
it really started about like the lifestyle. I didn't really know what the lifestyle was. I was always kind of a promiscuous teenager. I actually got pregnant and married at 18 years old and was married for 10 years and like had 3 kids and never even knew about any of that. But from 15 to 18, I was promiscuous.
Did you hear that? So this is the reason why a woman's past is very important to men. And regardless of whatever you hear, you should always ask these questions, because you will find out that you purchased something, paid full price for it, and it is all used up. But I also want you guys to notice how she talked about her promiscuous past, and it started at age 15. Then she went on from 15 to 18, married a guy, in a relationship for 10 years. But she all along was studying it up early on. And you guys will not believe how many women are out here doing this, contrary to what they tell you.
But from 15 to 18, I was promiscuous and just had a lot of fun, like exploring my sexuality. I was into like lesbian relationships, and then the rest were just friends and boyfriends and stuff like that. And then whenever I first met my husband, our first.
Now, this woman, I'm going to give her credit. She is hot, and I will wax those cheeks. But there is no way in hell I'm paying anything to be around this woman when she is out here giving it up for free. But I also want you guys to hear about how she said that her husband met her and she already had how many kids? 3 kids. So what does that tell you about her husband? He went to see the movie. But you know damn well on this channel, none of us went to see the movie. So this man gets used goods. He gets a woman that has 3 kids in a previous marriage, and he's out here allowing this type of foolishness. Let's continue.
Now, does he go off and sleep with other women without you as well?
He's allowed. He does.
So did you guys hear that? The woman asked, is this man capable, or does he have free reign to do some of the nasty behaviors that she's doing herself? Did you hear her answer? He is allowed to. Allowed? Excuse me, ma'am. I went to the dealership, paid full price for something that has damn near 1 million miles on it, and you started so early on that there is no way in hell those cheeks are not damaged.
Doesn't do it as much as I do because I'm not like the how do you explain it? He would much rather me do what I do. He would much rather have me there. He has done it before, but it's very, very like less often than I do.
Okay.
And why is that? For all of you symptastics out there, we already know that men are not given the same sexual opportunities that women are given. For instance, you go outside, even being the fit Chad, and there's 100 women out there, you might get let's just say 50%, if we just want to say some ridiculous number. But often the woman can go outside and she could say, hey, the shop's open, and there's going to be at least 90% of those 100 people ready to clap them cheeks. So you really got to be careful when you decide that you want to give her these types of courtesies, because you will not get the same results. And this is the reason why I'm against open relationships, because I know that they're unfair.
Yeah, of allowing or definitely being into their partner having sex with other people. Why do you guys feel like that works for you?
I really think it just depends on personalities. We don't really have like jealousy issues or insecurities. Whenever I first met him, I had a lot of insecurities just from my my marriage of 10 years. It was abusive, and my ex-husband was a narcissist. And
How many times have we heard that as an answer? And shout out to Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. He always said this, and I'm a big fan of this too. Forget what these women tell you about their past in their relationships. I am at the point now to where I meet a woman, I have to have verifiable proof that those things actually happen, because we know women are encouraged to lie. I've even covered stories that tell women to lie about these things. And when they get called out for things, their thoughty behaviors, they'll call you a narcissist. They'll call you insecure. They will make up whatever word they choose to use and shame you in order to get the outcome that they want. So I'm not going to believe anything that this woman says. And more or less, her husband was getting frustrated with her thoughty desires. And we are talking about a mother of 3 children. Ridiculous. Let's continue.
whenever I met Vincent, he just built me up. He made me feel like a queen, and that it was worth something finally, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Excuse me, Mr. Vincent, I mean no harm. What is it worth to you? Because at the end of the day, it sounds to me like you could have been jumping off with this woman and never had to give her the marriage, the trinkets, or accept being a stepdaddy.
So speaking of wives, you just wrapped up a HotWife tour in Vegas. Can you tell us exactly like what happens on those tours?
yeah, so this is actually our first one. I did not create this. I had a couple got in touch with me and asked me if I wanted to be a part of their HotWife tour. They wanted to start this tour where we travel to different cities, and it's not just like 1 or 2 of them. There's like 6 or 7 that we got, like all the hot wives, you know, from different cities and states. And
So, fellas, there's a lot of women out here thinking like this. And the only reason why they're able to do it is because men like these type of guys allow it. But also, they want you to believe that there's nothing wrong with this. But if you watch this video in its entirety, this woman is beyond damage. This woman has been an adult entertainment star, but she has also been on OF. So when a girl tells you that, oh, OF is not really that bad, this is the type of shit it leads to. So I love it when women say, oh, it's the man's fault. He's insecure, all of this other stuff. He needs to seek help. The only thing I can think about that this woman needs to do is see a therapist. And you know, I got a good one for her to go see.
So, like, hey, just like go to therapy, talk to somebody.
Yes, woman, you need to go see this particular therapist. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to help you out.
and our first visit was to Vegas, and this was just last Thursday to Sunday. And we went to Vegas and we did a masquerade orgy night. And then the next night was a cocktail orgy night, and then sluts on the strip. And the orgies, we got all kinds of male talent. I think we had like 16. And the orgies, we got all kinds of male talent. I think we had like 16 the first night. Male talent come in, everyone's tested, you know, verified, like they have all their paperwork and all of that. And we had this huge suite, and we all just went to town.
And this is the woman that you choose to marry. And the reason why you marry her is because you are a lowlife, no matter what you want to think. This woman went on a tour in Vegas when they flew out, what she said, 16 dudes and some women, and they all went to town. So your wife is going out here being shared like a dollar bill, going from a person's pocket into a store, going to a bank, turning around, coming into somebody else's pocket. And that dollar is just floating around in a large circle. And this is the woman that you choose to marry. Now, I do want to say this. I appreciate this woman's honesty because I want to be able to show men that these are the types of women that you rent. You never, ever, ever buy. And this is the reason why men should not be looking to get married anytime soon in a country that promotes this type of thotty behavior. So fellas, keep your money in your pocket. Go buy a nice car if you want, but make sure the mileage is low, because when it's all used up, this is exactly what you are left with. And you wonder why men are getting their passports. Until next time, fellas, choose wisely. And choosing a woman like this is always a hell nah. Enjoy your Sunday, fellas. I'm out. Peace.